Why am I casting at this hour of night? Well, it's a reasonable hour of night for me, at least. It is a nice, healthy 7:30 p.m. on a Monday evening. I have a glass of wine. Do I need a glass of wine? No. Am I having it anyway? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. It was a nice long day at work. But hi, Raka, Jimmy Bob, Joe Bob. I hope you both are doing well this evening. Raka, you can sleep or you can listen to my... You can fall asleep to my dulcet tones. Not as many people are a fan as my voice as I would expect. Some people really like my voice. There really is both ends of the spectrum when it comes to me. But no, welcome everyone. Okay, is this replay gonna open me or not? But welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well this late night. What are you doing up at this time of night? Don't know. But I appreciate it either way. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood to cast some replays. Anya Kaze says re. But yeah. We're going to start with Tomb of the Spider Queen. ReGen Rebel facing Malf against Macro Machines. Also hope you're doing well, Anya. On the side of ReGen Rebel, we do have them banning out Dragonshire, which, god damn it, I just want to see Dragonshire be played, as well as Cursed Hollow, which is another map I want to see played. On the other side of things, we see Volskaya Industry being banned out, which I don't care much for that map, and Braxis, which is another map that I want to see played. I was promised this is going to be a fun... I was promised it's going to be a fun one, but then they're banning out all the maps I like. And we're going to map not cursed. Tomb of the Spider Queen, which thankfully I don't care as much about, which thankfully is not Infernal Shrines. So I will accept it. I will accept anything that's not Infernal Shrines at this point, but let's get into it, shall we? Let's just hide that timer. If I push the right button, that is. I thought I pushed... Hello? There we go. In the game. Right, so. On the side of ReGen Rebel, we do see its Beast Rend on the, I can't remember his name anymore. Tassadar Lunatic on the Anduin. Prostman Pat. What is that in there? Sonya? Taco is on what I assume is Mirrodin. No, Corfin's a Mirrodin, so Taco is... I'm not used to Taco not being a tank player, so it's really weird to see him on Sylvanas. On the other side of things, by the way, we do see Nyx Lucio Ratson is on the Nubarak. Arcane 13th. Vala Hoku is on the Leoric. And ready things out is Jimmy Bob Joe on the Chromie, which I do love Chromie. Chromie is actually my most... I don't know how it is still, but Chromie is my most played hero, despite me playing primarily heroes and off, I guess, like this, because I only play one mage. Good burrow charge out by Ratson, by the way, because they were in a little bit of a pickle there. Yep, we were zoomed out. Ooh, Corfin take a little bit of sand on their way out. And they're going to be fine. We do see it's going to be rotating down. Well, we do see Proston Pat is going to go down there first. Sonya just getting to lane a bit sooner, but Lyra can do pretty well if they hit the creepy hands. So we'll keep an eye on that every now and again. But I know people aren't here to watch the off lane, despite me. We'll go back up top, see what people are doing top, clearing waves, rotating, etc, etc. As everyone loves talents, because everyone loves a good talent or two, like we see Q build Vala, we see W build Chromie. There is going to be a heavy emphasis on single target blow up by the feel of it this map. You get a good rewind on someone and they may just die. Other than that, we do see its auto attack Tassadar, very interesting one, not something you often see. Also, interesting. Seeing even-handed blessings on Anduin, not often. That one is also rare. More often than not, you see powered shield on the W talent one. That's also is good talent. Oh, by the way, Taco's been found. We're gonna get a brawl coming out here in a few moments. Oh, Hoku's taking a lot of damage. The slams from Sonya's doing too much. And while there was a well-intended engage, just there was a quicker rotate from ReGen Rebel down than anyone else. But they are losing some experience in the process. Just not enough to really warrant... Just not enough to really have been a major concern for the side of... For ReGen Rebel, I should say. So that is a good early camp take. Oh, my game just lagged. Excellent. Right, clearing things out. You know, because I know Jimmy Bob Joe's in chat and they're the only one that I recognize in the game, we're just going to focus on the Chromie for a little bit. No, we're not. As you see, Hammer goes out but doesn't quite find Arcane 13th. Oh, running at the Vala. Don't you reckon? Raka, you are not in this game. Okay, would you like to point out, Raka, which character you're playing in this game? Exactly. But yeah, we do see the continuation of that auto attack build, and we do see it is going to be piercing light on the Anduin, so going to get that double hit. She's the top lane minion. Oh yeah. Look at her go. She's shooting the Muradin. Raka's been taken out. In game. Oh, I could have messed that up. I will admit that I could have messed that up, but either way. Okay, I also recognize Anya Kaze, to be fair. So to recognize everyone. By the way, both teams have turn-ins, all while I've been ranting about names and such. Lucio has 16 gems themselves, so they need to try to sneak that away at some point. We do see that it is going to be interrupt of a Muradin. Nice work by Hoku there, as they're just going to keep an eye on this bottom area. Nyx needs to find a time to spread off, but this camp the whole time is just really stopping the team from being able to actively searching it. Tako gets interrupted. And all while we see Hoku just dancing in and out bottom, trying to make sure nothing goes wrong here. And they do have to Wraith Walk out, however, leaving Prostman Pack to turn in their 19. Nice stun. Little boot by Lucio. And the spear going on to the minion. That looks like Poisoned Spear. It is Poisoned Spear. Interesting one with Slam build. You're not really going to have that survivability that you sometimes do. So, oh, Anduin chased down, dying right at their gate. Arcane 13th hit by the hammer by Corfin. All while Vera's going to be a little bit of a split down here. Nyx is just running down the Beastrin. Yeah, Beastrin going, wait a minute, this is not how it's supposed to work. But you got to remember, frogs are dangerous. Some are very poisonous. And the brighter the frog's colors, the more poisonous they are. And that's a pretty bright frog, if you ask me. Okay, gotta go. Bye. I'll catch you later. Yeah, no worries on you. Have a good one. Appreciate you dropping by. Beetle's picked by a new wreck, by the way. As we do see that it is actually an advantage in terms of experience over to the side of ReGen Rebel. Not by much. By about half a level, but that is still half a level. Arcane 13th in a very bold position, and we can see they do quickly roll up to reset away from the enemy team. Hammer by Corfin coming up, but Ratson already used Burrow Charge to get out of there. And yeah, this building is just being slow pushed, and there's not much that Macro Machines can do about it. Their wave clear just isn't quite as good as ReGen Rebels has been so far. A lot of that's Tassadar. Tassadar has amazing wave clear. I can figure that out. No, Anya is not going to bed. Oh, Vala's dead. Raka, you can go to bed. No one is stopping you. Except me. But we do see that the waves are going to get cleared out. Web Weave is done. And, well, while Macro Machines does hit Raka is stopping her. That's very true, Hector. That is very true. Nyx is wanting to get those 24 in, but they are not being given the opportunity to. We see Postman, Lunatic, and Beastread all down here just keeping an eye on things, and Nyx realizes, maybe it's not zero I could be, as they have to roll a blade out. Also, welcome back to hope you're doing well this evening. Well, late night? Is it like 1:30 PST? 12:40 PST? Okay, yeah, midnight 40. Oh, there's some sands being dropped. No one's there, however. We do see it is going to be temporal loop like I guessed. So that is a lot of potential damage to be dropped on the loop target. Also, that may be Prost and Pat coming up. No, Jim Bob Joe just commits to a W as opposed to getting the sands out on someone. Oh! Ratson is about to lose a fair chunk of gems. That is 21 down. Red Wereweavers are coming out, however, but those gems are very lost. Hammer coming from Muradin does get hit by the Hourglass, so it's not able to go even follow up if they did hit it. And that will be that little fight over. But that is now... Huh. Anyway, in terms of heroics, we do see it's going to be Cocoon, Temporal Loop, March for Black Keen, High Five, and Rain of Vengeance from the side of Macro Machines. On the other side of things, we do have Mind Control, Leap, Avatar, Light Bomb, and that is going to be a Archon. Nice Mind Control directly onto Lucio, but Cocoon cutting it a little bit short, or at least the damage bit short. We do see that it's going to be Corfin doing the best to give a good slap, and they do get pulled out. Nice Hammer actually fighting Lucio, next taking a decent amount of damage here. And we can see that everyone's running away. Corfin tries to get the jump on Arcane 13th, but does not. And they weren't exactly the target. And we can see Sylvanas goes down for their aggression. They just kept going in, and they did go down for it. Also, if anyone notices, please tell me if there is a balance problem between me talking and the game itself. Just because I have messed around with some settings. I think I've improved it. But I would like some active feedback while I'm casting. Because, well, I end up a lot louder when I cast than when I'm actively testing by myself. Especially with a glass of wine. Anyway. Neither team has turned in yet. They're actually pretty much equal. They are equal in terms of gens away from the next one. Just there are already 20. Game volume could be a teensy bit higher. Cool. We'll stick it there for now and see how that goes. And Ratson takes a laser beam. Yeah, so both teams have roughly the same amount of gems. Just there are some in the bank for the side of ReGen Rebel. So you see Hoku trying to get theirs in, and Nyx still has 24. They've been carrying their gems a while. Does get rooted in their tracks, and they're going to see if they can get their own turn in finally. Nope, they're just going to roll blade around the objective instead. That's also fine. On the other hand, by the way, we do see Sonya's doing... Actually, I shouldn't leave here. Sonya's doing bottom camp. Sylvanas is doing their own bruiser camp. Corfin goes to hammer, barely hits it. Very passive on this Chromie. I think Chromie needs to use temporal loop more. There may just be more deficit that haven't. There is the pull, actually. That's a very good point. We can see it's now on the Person Pat. Person Pat is going to spin a win, but the combo wasn't quite there. We can hear the Archon absolutely slapping Person Pat. Barely any help. It gets taken up in the final Lucio auto. Lucio's autos do not do much, but man, they do stack up if all of them hit you. By the way, Nyx did manage to get all their gems off of him. Wow. Rocket, do you think I'm that bad? I'd say it is possible, because I was like, I didn't recognize it. Like, it's been a while. OG ReGen. Well, Corfin wasn't originally on ReGen. What, we'd have Taco on tank. We had Vala on healer, if that was the case. But also welcome Hokulele 67, which I'm going to assume is just your Hoku. Also, Mind Control comes out to try catch a fish. However, no fish takes the bait. And that is going to be a whiffed ult. Heroic. I need to really just remember to call it Heroic. I've been playing more for some gosh-forsaken reason of I have friends who still play the game. I have been playing more... I know Postman used to be on the team, Raka. I know they're not anymore. But yes, it's like some forsaken reason I've been playing Overwatch again. Much to my rejection of the game. Much to my, what's the word I'm looking for? Objections, that's it. How about when we told Pat was... Oh, okay. Oh, fishing comes out. Nope, no one on that line. But yeah, we can see still Web Weaver up mid. Bottom is going to go down here as a side note, as we can see Sonya is solo pushing with it. And we're back up here. And we can see everything's been cleared out. There was one structure again lost this time. So in terms of the actual value that ReGen Rebel's getting out of these, it is doing a fair bit more than what macro machines are getting out of theirs. So what macro machines need to do in this regard is quite difficult to say. I think Chromie needs to get a little bit more aggressive with their rewinds, because Anduin is just saving pool for those rewinds essentially. Oh. I can't do FPSs. Fair enough. Can't buy Overwatch 2. PvP content actually got released. Wait to buy it early. Yeah. No, I didn't buy it as well. I was like, no, I'm going to wait and see. I'm just going to play it with my friends. I know what you mean, Raka. But we do see the aggression onto this bottom keep is going to keep going. In fact, you can see that it is going to be Vala getting the turn in, so it does remove pressure from this bottom area. And you did get a fort if you're... macro machines, that's at least something, but you did lose a whole gate and had to have everyone back up to make sure nothing further was lost. Side note, we do see 16 advantage. Oi, Lumbos, kia ora. Kia ora, Randy. Hope you're doing well. Yet, Boss, I should say, hope you're doing well. You doubt that Raka is able to play FPSs is what you say, Victor. But no, you're having a good night tonight. Yeah, Boss. No, I'm still going to say Randy. It makes more sense to me. Yeah, we've got some late night cast for some reason. I decided to do this. I do need to do, it has been one I need to do after this, and I've just remembered someone did request another replay. By using the channel point redemption for 3,000 channel points, you too can have your replay casted if it has been uncasted. Well, you can request and it gets bumped up the queue. But no, I was like, you know what? I have not casted in a hot second. It's been a week. Over a week. Not Sunday, it's just been but one after. I'm probably going to be... Oh, God. Back to teaching already, man. Good luck with that. Hopefully you don't have too many pre-graduate classes, undergrad classes. Hopefully it's mainly post-grad. Yeah, Bruiser Camp being picked up by both teams. The Orcs making their way bottom. You never know, Ikdive. We don't know how old Raka's computer is. I actually have a general idea. Oh, Arcane for 13th, loading damage out, but we can see Leap going directly onto him. There's a high five coming out onto Arcane 13. We do see Rosenbat does have the light bomb on him. It's not going to quite hit anyone. Ransom, meanwhile, getting aggressive backline. Taco and Loonchuck having to back up, but Pat is going to be the first to wall, but everyone is so low for the side of Macro Machines. We're having to see a wholesale just run away. Beastry nearly taken out Lucio once, but does not get. And I think Nyx goes down for it. Yep. Just a little bit too aggressive, unfortunately. Evercamp is going to get found by ReGen Rebel. If you got away without your Lucio dying there, that is a worth trade. But because you lost your healer right at the end, now you need a compensator for it. And we see Vala goes down, but Greed is not good in this regard. And that is a 2-for-1 in favor of ReGen Rebel, especially as they also picked up that Siege Camp bottom as well. Yeah, what a Stormbolt indeed. Ikta just does like clarify. Corvin just turned at 44. I approve of the... Oh gosh. The aggressive frog himself. Randai Newman. Yeah, so this is going to be a bit of a rough defense. They're missing a good portion of their clear. Once Val is back, you can have that burn of the Web Weavers back, as we do see it as Monster Hunter at the 7. Oh, barely getting off that E in time. Hoku actually eating my controls, putting down stars first, fountains by snipers. This is not how you go to bed, Raka. Yeah, I guess that will have to be on the list. Oh, nice. We have misread. Yeah, but we can see you do kind of have to give top, unfortunately, if you are Macro Machines. ReGen Rebel are looking to get those keeps down, because getting those keeps down means you finally have it. Oh no, that is a dwarf launch on top of Vala with a light bomb. Arcane 13 does manage to weasel their way out of it. Nyx getting very low, but does have the healing to help them back up. Sonya leaps right as the rewind would have recalled them back. However, Paul used at the same time, actually cancelling the Sonya stun. Hoku goes down to the middle of the enemy team. That is, well, not middle, but to just too much damage. Slam onto Ratson, kills Vivala. And now we can see Nyx is in a rough spot, and they are just running away the opposite way. That is going to be the Anurak going down, and this may just be an end call by the side of Mac. ReGen Rebel. I realized I was saying it wrong. Right as I went to say, I'm like, no, I don't think I'm saying that one correct. Yeah, if you, honestly, end. Right, Chromie does at least have it 18 now, but you have 20s. I don't know about Blessing of a Bronze. That's definitely an interesting one. I do like to see it because it's not one you see used very often. But I do wondering in these dire straits, especially when most of your team's down for the value of it, you are necessarily going to get much value of it. Light bomb on Corfin, but Corfin does jump out. Didn't quite believe in their healer there. But we can see that it's going to be a nice double stun by Nyx, actually getting the kill onto Sonya. Corfin low, does jump. Corfin isn't the issue. Yep, that auto attacks from Beastry taking her down in the end. And that is going to be the first map of the series going to the side of ReGen Rebel. GG's. I don't think I breathed for that like big team fight on the Siege Camp. Because I'm like, man, I'm not heated. Ooh, that was a little closer. Yeah, indeed it was. But let's have a look at the summary screen. Right, in terms of stats, Tassadar had most siege and hero damage for the side of ReGen Rebel. Hero damage actually relatively shared between both Tass and Sylvanas, and Anduin doing work healing 88,000 itself. Chromie, yeah, sure, did 72,000, Vala 54,000, but Anduin did so well to keep that down. 45,000 healing by the way on Lucio, 98,000 soak on, siege on Leoric, with soak being Sonya 13,000, Leoric 11,000. In terms of talents, anything that stands out, auto attack build, auto attack Tass. I'm not a fan of it personally. I like my hybrid QW build, but I know auto attack Tass can get a lot of value in general. Poison Spear build Sonya with W's. Only 2 decent Lucio. I'm needing Nyx to turn it up to 11. Nyx, you're not feeding enough is apparently the call in chat. Otherwise, Vala and Chromie doing decent damage themselves, getting stacked themselves. Chromie doing well. Vala at 45. And very interesting to see Blessings of a Bronze. Not often you see this. In that kind of last-ditch defense, I don't know if it's a pick. If you did have that time and you did have a team fight ready for Blessing of Bronze, I think it's very good. In coordinated play, I think it's a very underrated talent, but unfortunately, it didn't quite have its moment to shine this map. So let's go back over to my map view screen, and we'll see what's next for us. I love how quiet the game gets on this screen, because all the music apparently is tied to... it has not updated properly, has it? Let's try this again. You gonna work? Yeah, we'll go over there. What's next on the agenda for us? Battlefield of Eternity, okay. As a general reminder, people, I do not know who chose map pick and who chose first pick. I like to keep myself as blind to the series as possible. So, shrug. I could have a look at the teams and hazard a guess that Macro Machines had first pick. And we can see why in a few moments, because I am opening up the game now, as you can tell by it going quiet. Okay. Okay, music. I can't tell you, don't... What's the point of having you in the chat? Jimmy Bob joke? No, I'm joking. Right, as you can hear, we should prepare ourselves for Battle Heroes. Let's swap on in, shall we? Hoku, by the way, actively calling out ReGen, saying your lack of portrait synergy disturbs me. Taiko apparently trying to fix it. Anyway, Hoku on the Artan. Oh, Artanis. We also see Rats and Joanna, which kind of tips it off that I think they're the team who had first pick. Arcane 13, Vala, Jimmy Bob Joe on the Felstar, and Nyx on Lucio once again. On the other side of things, we do see it's going to be Prosper Pat on the Sonya. Lunatic is on Anduin. Taco on the Li Ming. Corfin once again mirrored in the Beat Street. Once again on the Tassadar. There's always someone who hasn't unlocked it. Love that. Anyway, in terms of how this map may go, I may lead race over to the side of ReGen, over the side of Macro Machines, just because of a few heroes such as the amateur opponent Artanis, as well as Vala going Q. That Hungering Arrow build, once you get Monster Hunter, very good for race. On the other side of things, we do have a Li Ming, but it looks like maybe Calamity at this point. Hard to tell until we really get to 4 and 7 respectively. But yeah, I do like seeing Q Felstar. And auto attack Tassadar actually not having any auto attack time yet. Beast Dream, you can see them stepping up and going, I want it. And Ratson just anchoring top bush. Very quick clears coming out from the side of Macro Machines. Corfin taking a lot, getting very aggressive onto Vala. Ratson getting a blind out. I feel like his target is just going to blind Beast Dream most of the time. Which, to be fair, may indeed be the play here. Vala just sticking around, getting another Q off. We're going to receive 3 Q stacks. So a good starting point. We'll see pick that up once 4 happens. What's happening up top? Let's go somewhere quieter. What are we thinking, guys? Dash. A little slam action. Another slam. An auto attack. An auto attack. Spear. Oh god. Oh, Hoku's fine. Anyway, bottom, we can see that Vala's got another stack in this time. Another 2 stacks in that time. But no, neither team is trying. We need a god swap. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. Hoku, you better give us what the people, well, person at least one wants. We want to see a good old swap into the towers. Yeah, maybe not into the towers, but at least a god swap nonetheless. 2 minutes on clock by the way, so we do see teams are going to go do their camps. 3 people on the one bruiser camp for the side of ReGen Rebel and Macro Machines have just sent Arcane 13th and Nexus to their own. Joanna, meanwhile, anchoring bot, and Jim Bob Joe actually making their way over to that camp slowly as well. Very early camp take by the side. I know. By the side of ReGen Rebel. That's really early Shaman. I like the Shaman timing much better of Macro Machines. You may even want to wait a few more seconds until then. But ultimately it's fine. Oh, Rats and Dixon orb to the butt. But they're going to be fine. Yeah, now we can see what all 4 people are down here to help clear that bottom. Oh, that's a lot of damage, and that is the Joanna going down. But Shaman camp is already cleared. Siege coming on out, but at this point oh no, there's the Shaman, just sitting under it. This is probably one of the few chances you may get advantage for race if you are ReGen Rebel, but I do like the aggression coming into the structure early. Shaman is down, just the sappers are left. Oh, Nix and Hoku in an awkward spot. Orb missing Hoku. It looks like it may be a hybrid build leaving Calamity with Triumvirate. And we can see now the race has started, and actually there is a very good burn by the side of Macro Machines. ReGen Rebel try to keep up, but while they started first, they are only barely ahead at this point. Oh, actually, no, they're a little behind at this point. Let's zoom all the way out. I imagine Ratson is still going to run interference here, and yep, we do see that as the case. Hoku did get hit by the Immortal there. Sorry to rat you out like that, but I do have an eye on everything. Right, let's zoom back in. That Immortal's going down so quick, and before we can even drop it too far past a half health, but for ReGen Rebel, Macro Machines just kills Ilarion. Rainbow Shooting's just... Okay. I need to open that up and have a double check for what we have. Oh no, I made a mistake. Let's go back over to this building. Right, anyway. We do see that it is going to be everyone ready and available to start doing things. Oh, a stun coming out of Ratson. Ratson just back pedaling a little bit. Down low, Corfin does jump out as well. So we're going to be fine. Leeming did go that Seeker of the End. We can hear the we can hear those meaty funks coming on out. Nice roll. A little bit of damage. Review request view. So there are 3 different Which CC into, oh my god, Arcane 13 taking a decent chunk of damage from that Seeker. Raka is collecting Countless SARS CCS 10. Damage onto Jimmy Bob Joe. Ratson stepping on up. Does get a nice little stun onto Corfin. Corfin does hit with a hammer, but that is going to be Joe being fine. Arcane 13th doing their best they can to make sure they can get some stacks. We can see they're already at 20 at the level 8 mark, so they're definitely on their way there. And I feel like Raka's fallen asleep, so she got, I think so, yeah. Okay, I do have another CCS 10 cast, so I may not get yours tonight, and I don't know if I'll get an Hectars as well. Either. Nice boot by Lucio. Nyx being very aggressive. This frog must have heard Randy Newman from the future and is wanting that objective, and they do actually push everyone. Oh my god, Taco. Didn't ever deal with the aggressive frog. Taco doesn't go 5 hit. Anduin goes down the backline, all while Nyx is just being a pest at the front. Oh my god, Nyx. Oh, there's a wall there. Dodges Taco's combo. And Violet, 24 stacks, just like that. They are absolutely scaling. And with Monster Hunter, it will be... Oh, Spiders is full. Okay. How's Nyx back down here again? Oh my god, Violet's dead. Arcane 13th is absolutely doing damage at this point. But I do really like watching that Q build Vala. Once it gets stacked, it is very potent. Wait. Oh, everything's still the same. And that Immortal is already at half health just like that. This is a game where ReGen Rebel is actually going to have to really aggress into the Immortal. I know it's not ideal for them to do that, but with the race that Macro Machines has, you really can't give too much room for them to race. You can see they've only just gone level 10s now, but by no means do you have to commit to it. Oh, leap on the Vala. Vala taking a lot of damage, but Lucio just in their healing aura does get double high five out. That is going to be the Gust peeling for everyone. And we can see that they're just having a quick reset. Doing the camp cheekling. Oh, these three do not go around there. Oh, Hoku taking a lot. Does dash out of the damage. But they should know Li Ming isn't there. They can see the objective dropping every now and again. They know they can get aggressive. And one quick Q from Vala takes it out. And now we can see Iron Skin popped by Ratson. Did get hit by the spear because of the Iron Skin. They were able to get out. Oh, and Sonya's going top. We're going to have a full 5-man defense up here? We are. Interesting. That gives Artanis a lot of room to get that soak up. Nyx gets hit by a spear from Frost and Pat, but doesn't really do too much else. Oh, and there's Jim Bob Joe flying on in. Damage. Sorry, one. Oh, Poison Spear coming on out. Nice stun, but Sonya leaping. There's the Gust peeling once again, and that Gust is turning out to be quite a problem when it comes to the engage coming out from Macro ReGen Rebel. So Jim and Bob Joe playing these very defensive, and when it gets Wind Tunnel, that's where we may see it becoming a bit more of a problem, so to speak. And Arcane 13, just gonna have a little half stone break, just a little guy, have a little nap. But oh, Artanis has just been running it down bottom. Oh, I love amateur opponent. It's so fun to watch Artanis like, I'm going, I'm running it down, I'm taking your camps. And there's nothing you can do about it. And yeah, but Artanis did just get away with getting a decent chunk on bottom. While they don't have the best wave clear, they absolutely do well on camps, and they do well on actually getting the building itself. Can pick up now by ReGen Rebel seem like a bit of a misstep. I'd rather than wait for the actual objective itself. Yeah, sure, you're leaving experience down, but the general push it can get during objective phase is a lot to offer here. Am I still zoomed all the way out? Nope. But yeah, just like that, Shaman camp already on top of. And in fact, I would like to see Macro Machines try and actually get some push with their own not shamans and palers here. There's not much else for you to do on maps, so there's no need for you to play around, like take your time, play around. I guess now objectives call this is the correct play because you don't want to necessarily die during the objective phase, especially if you're Macro Machines, because that is where you guys, that's where the team excels, especially compared to ReGen Rebel. Because what's Vala at now? 33. They're pretty stacked. Yeah, this lack of fighting means that Vala's stacking is slowing down, which is probably the only thing that's good for ReGen Rebel. However, their Anduin is not stacking at the same time. Oh, look, QEQ. That Immortal has lost a lot of its health already. Blind from Ratson 1. Blind number 2. Good stun. Hoku is in trouble. Does dash out of a problem. And that's halftime show already. Hoku taking a lot. Light Bomb. Leap. Nice Iron Skin by Ratson, and we can see that it is the Gust once again from Jim Bob Joe, making room for everyone to move. Alright, go to bed, y'all. If you end up casting the match I requested, don't bother ping me about it. It's just for them. Nope, gonna ping Hector. Message unclear, ping Hector. Stun coming out. Oh, Corfin taking a lot of damage. It Spellman does a lot. We can see that it is going to be a swap mid-jump. Muradin getting relatively low. Nyx, the bloodthirsty frog themselves want to get on top of it, but do not be in. We can see Hoku slap back. We can see Ratson now in trouble. That is a Poison Spear. That is a frog caught by the piercing root. And that's 3 quick kills for resets from Li Ming. Really do excel on this map. And this is just like half a hit off. Vala can literally go up and W that. Do it. Literally do it. You can see them racing. You know they're racing hard. Oh, that would do it. Okay, Ektar will do.
75 health, yeah. Literally 200 health, 200 damage to suppression balls. That is enough. I do like to wonder what happened during that discussion. Going, wait a minute, I can kill the immortal. And lo and behold, we do see it's still a relatively healthy immortal coming into this phase, but there's not really too much that the team can do to push with it. So it may just be very much ReGen and Rebel we'll just have a free clear, but they weren't able to get the objective themselves. But their team fight is starting to look a bit scary coming to this point. Gust being now a very important tool for Macro Machines. Essentially, it's coming down to Bellstad can't get caught. Oh look, I do not know how much damage it does at this point. I'm sure not even Hoku knows how much damage it does at this point. Hoku left the game. They restarted. Oh, Light Bomb whiffed. Unfortunately, Mirrodin doesn't quite have Dwarf launch yet. That is not something available to them for another level. Speaking about levels, very close to 16s for Macro Machines. Oh, Taco stepping up. Ratson does get hit by the orb. Oh, well. Oh, Corford's not at a 7 point. We do see they use jump, but it did get eaten by the Vala stun itself. Why am I closing that 16 to just come through? Imagine discussion whether or not it only hits heroics too. Wait. Yeah, I know you're correct. I know it doesn't. Because obviously it just killed Immortal, but it's still like... It doesn't, reading over the tooltip. Very quick camp takes now by the side of Macro Machines, but ReGen Rebel is looking just to take bottom instead. And we can see that instead of top camp, they're going to rotate bottom. Queer's coming on out. Yeah, at this point, ReGen Rebel just need to find a very firm fight. Now, that may be a weird sentence. You got firm, that doesn't quite add up to what you mean. They just need to find a team fight where they are able to really open things up outside of the objective itself. So they even need to meet ReGen. They even need to meet Macro Machines before the objective itself. Don't know who died. We'll find out. Beast Rent had a crash. But yeah, this is where we get things interesting, such as Mirror Ball Li Ming, who is Glass Cannon by the way, so that does add up. But we also do see it is going to be Manticore Vala. Artanis going Blades of the Templar, very interesting. And Amp It Up Lucio, that's not what it's called. Up for Frequency Lucio. We can see that the team's just backing up. They're not wanting Beast Friend to do too much. Li Ming showing their hand that they are bottom. We can see these chunks of health going down. I do like the defense coming on out, and while that defense is just sitting there on ReGen Rebel, just going, yeah, they can't hit this, we do see top camp being taken. That's the thing, while there is now a lead in terms of what ReGen Rebel has over the Macro Machine for this objective, Vala gets 2 cheeky Qs on, and they do get, oh no, where's the Gust, there's the Gust. That is going to be Vala living, oh, and falling sword, hitting right where Corfin was about to land, very unfortunate for them. And that is going to be, for the first time, halftime show is going to go over to ReGen Rebel. And now we can see that they are in the lead. So we may just need to see a fight come out from Macro Machines. They're at least trying to stall, but I don't think they can do it for long enough. Yeah. First objective in favor of ReGen Rebel this map so far. Rats in, fine. Tarka not quite able to get the damage on them. So yeah, Blue Immortal gonna go top. And everyone is up here. Come on, Hoku. Of all times, hit the God Swap. Now's the chance. Gus is up in 13. More or less the same time as when Leap and Light Bomb are up. Nice Piercing Light, finding Arcane 13th as well. This structure may go down, but there is a chance that it is defended. No, actually, no, there isn't. That's just too much damage. Stun coming out onto Corfin and Lunatics. Hoku does get hit by the Immortal, so they don't actually get hit by the Leap. Unstop, Gust, very low. And there's Hoku getting... No, Hoku turned around! Oh, the Immortal stun taking out the Artanis. Very unfortunate there for them. But it does indeed happen sometimes. You can't just quite escape that damage. Rats and Arcane 13th getting low. Oh, stun going out Corfin. That's a jump over. Roll by Arcane 13th. They're going to keep trying to escape. And finds a kill with a W. And this is now ReGen Rebel starting to make it look like it's their game. After struggling for a better part of 16, 17 levels, they're finally looking to be in the lead. Corfin doing what they can to slap. Nice little stun by Ratson, but Corfin still has jump to get out. You see that the team really want to slow sieges. They really want to get the poke in. But Macro Machines is trying to stop ReGen Rebel from taking that structure down. We can see Taco is doing the best to siege it. Second time. Like the most beautiful gust you ever seen. Hoku eats the immortal damage. Yeah, no, it's an excellent gust in terms of peeling for Hoku. Just unfortunately, the immortal can't get gusted. Every now and again I get quiet and I can hear the music back. I'm like, interesting. So I'm not used to playing with in-game music on. I'm very much usually a play my own music vibe type of guy. We do see that it is going to be the suppression pulse drop, but I don't think they can do much more about that. And it goes down to the minions. Nice call, actually, from ReGen Rebel, just knowing that they've done their work, they can leave. I'm still waiting for some gods, so am I. I don't know if Hoku's here still. I know they appeared briefly, but I don't know if they're here still. Oh, hammer onto Ratson, light bomb. Oh! That falling sword could not have been left any later if Ratson had tried, but they did indeed get out. And the door has been left open for decent race to come in for Macro Machines. As I said, ReGen Rebel cannot afford to give that space. And we can see now in this very short amount of time, that is basically half the immortal down already. Suppression Pulse coming out, blinding everyone. Maybe not needed at that point. Nyx, you aggressive frog, what are you doing? But no, Nyx is going to be fine in the end. 20s are almost through for ReGen Rebel, so I will open that up in just again in a few moments. Now we can see that Li Ming has backed up. And we can have the aggression from Macro Machines come out once again. I do wonder if Wizard's Shield may have been the play here, but there's been so many instances where Falling Sword has absolutely saved Ratson in the team that maybe this is still correct. Oh, nice stun, nice slow. Excellent slow, getting a good hit with that. Leap from Sonya didn't quite find its mark, and now Ratson is in trouble up top, however. High five coming out, not quite enough. And we can see the heal coming out from Lunatic. That is Desperate Prayer. That is going to be Wave of Force only hitting one, and Li Ming, however, killing the other. Taco getting very aggressive. But this is still not over. All that while, there was a poke coming through, and ReGen Rebel are down on the Immortal. And even now, we can see that Artenis can do still a decent amount to race with that plays. Do I think they're going to outrace the side of ReGen Rebel? No. Macro Machines are going to have a problem. Nice high five. That is Rewind coming on out now. Hoku realizing that this may not be the place where they could be. Nice accidental dodge of the spear. Goes to play dance right as Roseman Bat. Oh. Can they get this Immortal still though? Yes, they can. 1 Q of a fell start and that gets it. And I think ReGen Rebel may feel a bit robbed here. Oh, and Lucio's just run away. Yeah, but there's... I was talking about 20s briefly just while we are getting a reset. We do see it's going to be Repulsion, Li Ming. Again, we get composite spirit level 20. Not often you see it, but it is appreciated. We do also see that it is going to be Rewind Mirrodin, Chester, Censure on the Anduin, and Radifix out is going to be the Infinite Archon, Twilight Archon, in fact, on the Tassadar. On the other side of things, we do see it is going to be Heaven's Fury. Yes. Wind Tunnel, as we all know. Vala is going to be the Acrobat, Vault resets. Li Ming is not Li Ming. Artanis, Suppression Pulse around things out is going to be Orbital Bombardment is what's called, and Mixing Fire, Lucio. All of them more was pushing by way. I do like that there was the call by Macro Machines to just push bottom instead. Living up to their name a little bit per chance. Wind Tunnel. You know what? That may well be correct. That may well be correct. Wind Tunnel. Both teams picking up opposite camps. I think this potentially has a little bit more advantage for the side of ReGen Rebel as they... Macro Machines, as it is pushing the top keep that is going to be defended anyway. But at least has the chance to risk a decent chunk of this building health going down and making it easier to push into later with the Immortal. Because the Immortal is still going to go to that lane. Immortal always go to the healthiest of the lanes in terms of structure damage. And well, because it is still a structure on top, it's definitely going top for Macro Machines next one if they do get it. However, this is also getting to a point where now one good fight could just be the end outside of the objective phase. You may not even need it. So yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. Because objectives, I imagine, are getting caught in the next 30 seconds or so. It's been a little bit. And sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Not often, but sometimes. I've cast this game enough to like have a general idea of when objectives are going to happen. Oh, light one coming out, but a little bit too late. And we can see that is going to be a full out. Oh, that's a very nice place to wind tunnel into, but that is not the fight you want anymore. Frost Impact going down. And Val is just zipping all over the place. Arcane 13th getting a kill on the backline while Sonya leapt into the gates and was not able to escape that. We can see that there's going to be a slow and a stun. That is going to be Anduin going down. B-String getting stunned. Arcane 13th trying best to survive. There's a high five coming out from Lucio. And Arcane 13th burning it down. You don't even need to do the objective at this point, especially if you get Corfin. If Corfin goes down here, nice hammer, but Nyx is not giving up on him. And we do see the Frog gets the kill at the end. Randy Newman, hope you're watching because that is what you're here for. But yeah, that will be it for that map, I assume, unless something goes horribly wrong during this core push. That will be map. There he goes, he's seen it. That will be map number 2. Going over to the side of Macro Machines, meaning we are going to get a free map series. GG. Where's my overlay? There it is. And look how quiet it gets when the game ends. It's like, shh, not a sound. Right, so for the quietest result screen ever, relatively standard talent picks along the board. 44 stacks on Val, 130 Felstar, both getting up there indeed. Beast Red once again completing auto attack quests, 6 damage, 6 stats coming out from Anduin, so also getting up there. But yeah, everything else kind of makes sense. Once again, it is the. I do wonder if you need. What's it called? The armor talent on Sonya at 20, just because it does let her survive a lot. And it's always that extra survivability actually makes Sonya very hard to kill in the late game. But you can see there was a leap that came out under towers. Potentially with the 60 armor, she could have lived. But hey, it is hard to say. In terms of stats, 147k. So Sonya, Siege Sonya compared to the 76 Siege, actually 78 Siege most on the side of Macro Machines by Joanna. Artana's not too far behind 76,000, but it's relatively shared between the two. Joanna, Artanis were anchoring their own lanes while the others are running around having a blast. Vala also getting a decent amount of Circle 11,000, really shared between the bunch. But Sonya was almost always the one sent back to defend at every situation, but there did seem to be a nice rotation of defense coming out from Macro Machines. Healing, once again, very well done by Lunatic, 110,000, but that may just be because we are that even-handed blessings. Oh no, we were actually light wall, but again, that's still a lot of extra healing. And 79,000 from Lucio, but Lucio, very aggressive Frog at the end, getting that final kill, sealing the deal. Alright, let's go over to this, and we'll see what's the last map in store for us for this series. I forgot how much I enjoy casting. It's just so fun. Oh, hell yeah. We are being treated to a map-free Towers of Doom. I love a final map Towers of Doom. It always feels special to me having Towers of Doom played on the last map in particular. It feels like a real decider because it's so even half the time. Oh my god, things have changed up. Well, not everything's changed up, but things have changed up. Let's go in game and see what happens, shall we? Right. No. Hey, and back to be closed. Right, so on the side of ReGen Rebel, we do see Beast Rend, now Valeoric, as Prosper Pat's taken over the Tessa, which I know for a fact, if I look, it's still probably going to be auto attack build. Lunatic, Lucio, so we've actually seen the healers be swapped around because Anduin over there. You see Taco is on Valera, and Corfin on the ETC. On the other side of things, Nyx, Anduin, Hoku has had their Blaze banned, so we've taken Sonya. Ratson has gone Diablo. Jimmy Bob Joe, Chromie, writing things out. Arcane 13th on the Zero tool. That's one less target that Valera has. I know Taco's been playing Valera more as the thing. A nice slide by Corfin. Charge coming out to Beal. And the Sands falling desperately in the middle, not quite finding anything. Oh, we do see it's actually going to be a Q build Tassadar coming on out. We do see it's going to be E stacks coming out from the ETC. Otherwise, it's falling Sands on the Chromie. And we do see it is going to be the Beyblade build Zero Tool. Oh, Taco, it's not the easiest place to escape, but you do at least have Lunatic to help. And we do see Arcane 13th blink once more, slap Taco on the cheeks, and leave. But yeah, now we just see this is going to be more or less where we spend most of the game. Oh. Charging right as Taco enters the bush. Taco going for the attack, but no. That is a very healthy target, and we see Taco barely squeezing out 260 health left. Unfortunately, there is no Nick. Unfortunately for Taco, I should say, but unfortunately for Macro Machines, there's no. Where's my mouse? There's no Nyx running people down Lucio, but at the end of the day, you did still get the ETC, so you're not too fussed. And now you have advantage on these camps. I have high hopes for a new Lucio called Lunatic. Expecting super aggro play. Hasn't been that aggro yet there, Randy. I'm a chicken camp. Honestly, I would have liked to see them have do the camp of ReGen Rebel first. You had the numbers, especially with EC. Oh, nice falling Sands. Jim Bob Joe hitting a triple hit. Ratson, however, unable to get anything else. Lucio coming flying down to the aid. But it's not too late. Paros and Pat did make their way out at the end of the day, but definitely a little bit late. Behind? Slow? Slow. Donate him a name change if he doesn't pick it. I'm not donating someone a name change if they don't get the aggressive. But you heard it here first, Lunatic. You may have to change your name if a Lucio main in the chat does not agree with your play. Root coming out into Coffin. I think you get stopped in the tracks for a little bit, but ultimately going to be fine. And Taco's been revealed. Zero to on the other hand is not. Oh, Taco taking a lot of their health and damage. Does get a nice wall stun onto them. Taco running away. Chromie goes for a Falling Sands, but does. Not Falling Sands. Dragon's Breath. Deep breathing. Dragon's Breath. But does not quite get it. And Ratson slowly waddling away. Until the very next day. Bump, 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 bump. I want to mention both teams even experience. Nice slide by Coffin. Getting peeled off of Arcane 13 by Ratson, however. Chromie resetting now. They've potentially left this a little bit late. And Valera looking to get aggressive top. This means Hoku has to be objective in time, and we may need to see Chromie come on up.
Go forth and claim the
And Valera stab. I know there's other stuff happening. This is not the easiest matchup for Hoku. Especially once Leoric gets here, but meanwhile bottom we do see that it is Tassadar going down. Oh, that's a nice stun. Amber blind as well. We can see Hoku spinning for dear life. Taco nearly went down a process, but we left a little bit. Oh no, goodbye Taco. You stunned the wrong person, Ratson. No. Bottom objective Y-Way was found by the side of Macro Machines. Ratson, that's the one you don't beat in the fight. Oh, I think Taco died there if Ratson charged for Valera. Very fortunate for Valera that they weren't the chosen one. And Zero was halving for mana. But I think now this bush never gets away with not being checked again, considering where Valera came from. Mistakes were made, yeah. Fortunately, it still kind of worked out for Macro Machines. It could have definitely gone better. But for ReGen Rebel, that's very fortunate. And now an aggressive invade coming on out. Lucio checking bush. But I don't know how easily you get away with this. Oh. Nope. Okay, Vader's like, actually, don't know if I want to be in there. Yeah, that's just something you don't quite want to step in off. Ratson was there a little bit earlier, maybe. But VSAP is just going to probably get cleared, not too... Nope, they will make it in. Stun coming out on one. Nope, don't get a flip. That's unfortunate. Very good invade by the side of ReGen Rebel. Very quick. I do like watching Zero to blink and going, actually, no, I do not want to be there. Coffin eating a boatload of sand at that moment, by the way. There goes Arcane 13th going in, does a little spin, does teleport out. Taco gets the stun up. Hoku is actually down here now, so this is going to be a 5v4. Spearing on in, Sonya spinning in the middle of things. Coffin first one down, Ratson getting close, does get pulled out by Nyx. Beast Friend doesn't quite hit the bucket. They are going to not quite kick it, however, as Ratson is going to get chased down. We can see all while there's 4 people going down. Rats and Shaw found at the end. But all while that was happening, you did see that it was camp taken and a 4-to-1 kill difference in favor of Macro Machines. And now we can see Sonya already making their way back up. They're going to get soak advantage. And now that's objective in core bottom, there's not much you can do about getting that if you are the side of ReGen Rebel. Macro Machines is already in position for it. Coffin on the golden chicken, riding on up. Rooster? Couldn't quite get there. And slowing sands on Chromie. Very, very toxic on this map. No, I wouldn't call it toxic, but very frustrating to deal with if you have a side of ReGen Rebel. Just because that does, like, what, it literally fits in this area, fits in this area, fits in this area, can cover off here, can cover off here. It is a very versatile heroic to move around and create a basically dead zone of where you don't want to go if you are the side of Macro Machines. Other things to note, we should open this up. We do see it's going to be Void, Prison, and Apocalypse, speaking of which. Drop it now. Nice stun. Unfortunately, Arcane 13th was pushed out at the worst time possible. Lucio gets the kill on Arcane 13th. But we can see that Arcane 13th will find Tesla before they go down. Yes. That kill coming out there from Lucio, very helpful in the grand scheme of things. You can see that it's just going to be a big backpedal by Macro Machines. ReGen Rebel on the way down as well. Oh, it's Sleep Sonya, by the way. Sleep Sonya and when has gone Light Bomb. Other things to know, on the other side of things, we do have Cloak of Shadows. Oh, the boop actually helping Hoku, and they do leap out. Don't know if that leap was necessary, but it is better to be safe than sorry. Other things on the other side of things, as I was trying to say, we do see it is going to be Cloak of Shadows, Valera. Black Hole Tassadar. Oh, Mosh only hitting 1. Hourglass being popped by Chromie. Unfortunately for Jim Bob Joe, it gives the cap over, but Frozen Matt isn't one going down. Hoku, we do hear pop their heal. They go down to a Lucio and a Valera. Nice double stun on Ratson. Flip someone into the slowing sands? No. Beast Ranger is actively going to choose to walk in it, however. Taco does get walked up and slapped by Arcane 13th. Oh, they've been found. Oh no. Yeah, unfortunately, the big heal damage aura from the Lucio does a lot to reveal people. Oh, that's an excellent turn. We can see the shove coming out, stopping ETC from really following up on things. That is a long unstop. Nice pull by Anduin, getting Ratson out, and the slowing sands, just meaning everyone can walk away at the end of the day. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate unstop there by Chromie. Actually, time stopping the... what's his name? ETC does not, in fact, cancel Mosh. There we go, earning that moniker. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I messed it up. It happens. I will absolutely give you for it. No, I won't. Not for too long. We do see now wave clear coming out from both sides. Zero? There's so many people mid. What's everyone doing here? Oh, Arcane 13th, you're getting stunned. You are losing most of your health. Has to VP. You're not using Apocalypse here, though that is definitely a waste. And I don't think you want to stay if you're Arcane 13th. No, they think about it, but don't commit. That's reasonable thought process. That's a very reasonable thought process. I can see what the intentions were. Probably more so the damage stopping than stopping the Mosh. But it does happen. And we can see 13s are available for the side of Macro Machines. Not quite there yet for ReGen Rebel. And this is where some survivability comes in from Zeratul. Zeratul really starting to scale off a bit. Jim Bob Joe, the only one in the entomb, but can unstop for like 10,000 years. Focus coming out, only hitting Leoric. But it means they can back out of things. Arcane 13 doing what damage it can. And it's going to be the Nexus forces taking out the beast here, not even the actual tower itself. And that is a nice peeling Mosh. Light Bomb does get a double stun. Arcane 13 absolutely needing that shield by the looks of things. They do back out. Columbus could bust out. It's wonderful when your nose is put.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the
okay, have a good night, Rocket. It's like, give my head a pat. Don't know about that one. Hoku actually already taking the ReGen Rebels. Oh, Taco. Ratson. Ratson realized a little bit like, wait a minute, I bumped into something there. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. Hoku actually going with spear upgrade. It's weird, I don't usually see the spear upgrade, but I've seen it 3 maps in a row now. Nice insta leap onto Taco. Taco going down. Arcane 13th actually avoiding a lot of damage themselves. But yes, have a very good night, Raka. I hope you have a wonderful pass out. And that is 8 shots from that one objective phase going to core ReGen Rebel. As you can see now, 20 to 32. Do the damage. Yes. Yeah, Void Prison Apocalypse coming up soon, which is a very important thing to note. But we can see it is going to be making their way back down to objective as 4 shots go flying on in to the core as Taco walks straight past it. Are we going to get aggression coming out onto the enemy camp, or are we just going to get Varun? No. Both teams are storing their own camps. Neither have 16 yet, so neither really want to commit for resources. I say that, but yeah, we see B-Stream Corfin coming on down. HC sliding in. This may be a solid dupe again. Nice Void Prison Apocalypse coming out. You need to drop it now. But very good high 5 attempt by Lucio, but didn't quite get there in time. Double stun of a light bomb, but that is unfortunately Arcane Verdict going down. Pull as Zeratul blinks back into it. I think Arcane 13th is going. Okay, I don't want to mention that one. Taco doing his best to kill Arcane 13th, but that could not quite happen. And this is just a free clear of the camp. Oh, Taco ate sand. That is Matt Valera flew a little bit too close to the sun and did get their wings clipped in the end. Our little Icarus, unfortunately, falling to Daedalus's machinations once again. And Hoku back on that wave clear grind. Well done. Tunnels open, towers are upgraded. This is going to be getting into that late game. ReGen Rebel has about half the health of the core that Macro Machines does. Side coming out, didn't quite hit Hoku, but Hoku's like, you know what, heck you. And that's Arcane 13 going down. One aggressive frog, getting a kill once again. There you go, Randy, you happy? Lunatic once again getting very aggressive onto things. Diablo making their way up. Hoku spinning in the middle of the team, gonna hope they live. And, oh, once again, we see an unfortunate use of a movement ability in combination with a Anduin pull. And both teams did manage to find shots this time around. 4 for each side. Oh no, 8 for top. 8 for the side of ReGen Rebel, 4 for the side of Macro Machines. ReGen Rebel getting both top objectives, Macro Machines getting the very bottom one. Oh. Nice! You know what? I'm sold on the spear talent now. Hoku, you've sold it to me. That one interaction right there sold me on that spear talent. Question is, what is the goal now for both teams? We can see that ReGen Rebel do have a good fight advantage in terms of things, but Macro Machines do have this weird tenacity to really stay in it when it comes around objective phases. Ratson is just going to waddle away. He doesn't really want to stay in too much longer, but we can see Arcane 13th slowing down Corfin. Corfin does hit the side still. And that's pull. VP coming out. Where's the Apocalypse? Very quick. Oh, very tight timing. Nice triple stun on the light bomb. That is almost perfectly done. Ratson went to do the charge, but right as that happened, Taco did blink into stealth. Arcane 13th didn't quite hit it. They want the kill though. Taco gets running, dies to the charge. Unfortunately, they're in a corner, and that will be all she wrote there. And this will be the first structure taken of the game, I imagine. Yeah, that's correct. This is the first. Oh, right as the objective gets called, that is unfortunate. Realistically now, you need to get these sappers out and then take both objectives. If you get both sapper camps out, that means sappers need to be defended instead of going straight to objectives. Because that means both objectives plus at least 2 of these 3, or 2 of the 6 if you get both, will need to be defended. But you also want to get on to these objectives now, guys. I know I can make it sound like you have a lot of time, but you don't. Respawns are coming through. We are just really feeling like we're one good Apocalypse Void Prison combo away from people dying. Ratson pushing himself out. Unfortunately, means Hoku misses there. Oh, Arcane 13 doing a lot of damage in that short amount of time. Taco, Lunatic, Forest back. Oh, taking a decent chunk. Speaking of which, Chromie with their falling sands, dropping it on people's heads. I think the sappers get here right as the Apocalypse comes. That is an unfortunate use of heroic by Corfin. That may be... That's definitely a misclick, but that may also be the end of it. Where is the Void Prison? Here it comes. Blink in and use it. Apocalypse. Yup. That's a lot of AoE. And that is the sappers walking in. You only need 2 shots. You got all 3 in. And that is GG. Map going over to the side of Macro Machines as they take the series. Well played. And now the music gets quiet again. Where is it? Where is it? No, it's not playback because it may be actually be copyright struck. Where is? I don't know. Thanks so much for cast. Going to go lurk in bed. Yep, fair enough, Jim Bob Joe. Fair enough. I'm just gonna wrap this up anyway. I can't find the music I'm looking for, so let's. No. There we go. Nope, still not correct. This screen here. Excellent. Right. So. Search heroes. Of. There we go. Let's have it underneath. Yeah, there we go. So. ReGen Rebel. 101,000 hero damage and hero damage from Leoric. Leoric actually doing work there. Chromie 63,000, Sonya 94. I approve the aggro Lucio's a series. Yeah, there definitely were some. And we see it's 18,000 soak from Sonya and 19,000 soak Leoric. So definitely good stuff by both of them. Very even healing between both heroes. Lucio 56,000, 57,000 from Anduin. Lucio just finding a bit more kills than Anduin, but in general, good game by Macro Machines, as I realize I need to update score. Yeah, other than that, talents all relatively standard array. Interesting, we see Echo Pedal. We only really see this on ETC if they're wanting to clear more. And I don't think it's necessary on this map, considering you have only one lane to really deal with. And you have a Tassadar, one of the best clearers in terms of hero damage, in terms of assassins alone. Blair, always an interesting pick to see. I never know what's correct with her, so this could be correct, it could be wrong. God only knows, because I don't. And once again, we do see Blessings of Bones coming out from Chromie, which did have a bit better time to shine this map. So hey, we do like seeing these weirder talents. Alright. Going over to here. As we can see, it was 2-1 in favor of Macro Machines in the end. I could probably leave this game now and swap it over to there already. So I'm just going to fade this out as the other music can come back in. I never know how loud the in-game music is a problem. Because to me it sounds like it's a good noise, but apparently everyone else doesn't believe so. Very calm. Very calm. Let me bring the energy down a little. Yeah, it was a 2-1 to Macro Machines in the end. They did take the win over ReGen Rebel, while ReGen Rebel had a very good map number 1. Map number 2, definitely in Macro Machines' favor. And map number 3, they did have a very good lead. ReGen Rebel were looking to surmount a comeback, and both map 2 and number 3, to be fair, just never quite came through. So, what I'm going to do now, everyone, is there have been a few replays requested, so I am going to go on a quick break, and I am going to look for another. I'm going to look at the series, and let's see where we go. So I'm going to go on the air break now. To everyone else, I will catch you on the other side of this. So stick around if you want to see another casted series, I suppose, as I make sure I have my ending screen on the correct text. There we go. Be right back.